understanding the deepest depth of the pathology. It helps us to understand aphorism number 153. 153. Because if we know common things, then we can only understand what is uncommon. For example, hypothyroidism. Everyone know what is common in hypothyroidism. But when hypothyroidism case come in front of you and says, doctor, one thing I have that's I am diagnosed with hypothyroidism from last 6 months, and doctor says you have to take this medicine regularly. No, you don't have any other options. You have to take. And you take the case, and in whole history, doctor, when I came here in Canada, or when I got married, I have to shift in that house. I feel like somebody cut my wings. I never feel before. And this is the only thing which is continuously come in my mind. Continuously disturbing me. Even though I dream it. And I feel that I am in a cage. I just want to go outside. I don't want to stay here, but I have to stay here because of I'm bounded. I want to go out, but I'm stuck there. Open practice of medicine. You will never get these information in hypothyroidism. This is very peculiar to the patient. It's coming from inside. This is important. In case taking, this is important to understand what is common and what is uncommon. And I just want to show you one video because we have two type of parts. First, one is passive and one is active part. Today we will discuss passive part of homeopathic practitioner, where he has silently do and observe the patient. Observe. If you see aphorism number 90 footnote. And before, I just want to show one video. Okay. Am I able to share my screen? Okay. Yes. You guys can see my screen? You guys can see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Come to us with an abnormal gait and
So, as a practitioner, as a observer, what we need to understand, we have to focus on the patient. We have to see how that patient is reacting. And if you see in aphorism number 90, he says, for example, how the patient behave during visit. We are focusing on this only this line. How the patient behave during his visit. So see this video, you will definitely get some information how the patient react.
I'm now going to demonstrate a couple of gaits. It would be a great shame for a patient to come to us with an abnormal gait and for us to send the patient for testing or consultation when the diagnosis might be fairly evident in the gait. The most common gait you will see is the hemiplegic gait, and this is one that you see in hemiplegia where the arm is typically in this posture and the leg on the affected side is typically somewhat stiff, and they will then have a gait that looks something like this. And the characteristic of the gait is the circumduction of the foot. The fact that the foot is making a circle like that is what makes this gait so characteristic. If the condition is mild, the hand may not be flexed up like that, and the only manifestation might just be a little circumduction, and the hand may not be swinging normally the way the other hand.
We are not able to hear.
Sorry? This is not audible? This is not audible?
Yes, it's not audible. We can't hear the video.
You can't hear the videos. Okay. So I will put this video on the group so you can see after that. Okay. So first, our observation. How the patient behave during the visit. The first thing. So important when the person enter in the cabin. Any peculiarity in the gait. If you see, he just want to show that how a patient is walking. These are the different gaits. So these are the, if you can see only the video, so it help us to understand. So no problem. So he may be ataxic, reeling, or spastic gait. And I will put this video in our group so you can see. Only just watching the patient, how the patient is walking can give us a hint where is the problem, where we have to focus. And what is the depth of that pathology? If we know the depth of the pathology, then we can understand we need a remedy having a similar depth while prescribing. It can be anything, but understanding, observation, because we have to observe. And last time when we discussed this session, how we can develop our observating power. Dr. Hahnemann gave about instruction about that observing power, how to develop observing power in aphorism number 141 footnote. How we can develop observing power in ourselves? How? How we can understand what the person is demanding, what the person is feeling. When Dr. Hahnemann says in 141 footnote, those trials made by the physician on himself have for him others an inestimable advantage. If we prove remedies, if we observe the symptoms, how they develop, what sensation any medicine produce in yourself, if you feel yourself, then only and only you can observe that feeling in other patients. Otherwise, we are always in doubt. He or she may be right or wrong. Always in doubt. Observation power, that is, or develop the observing power to in depth of the pathology. We can understand like a MS. If somebody is one surgeon is or neurosurgeon, understand which fiber is disturbing, where is the disturbance, diagnose, and whatever we have to diagnose the patient homeopathically. This is homeopathic diagnosis. Understanding the value of symptoms. Second thing, first, when he walk or she walk, the way of walking. After that, patient shake your hand, or most of the time we shake the hand. Shaking in the hand is give you information. Hot, cold, perspiration. Is it dry? Is it rough hand? It is soft hand. Shaking, only shaking the hand. Warm or cold. And if it is cold, person is nervous. Is that person nervous? Feel the behavior. Feel eyes contact. If you give eye contact with that person, you definitely get why this patient is having a cold hand. And ask that question, is it always cold? No, doctor. When I was very nervous to meet you, when I came here, I suddenly feel my hand are cold. That means you got the mind symptom. Nervous. And ask them question, are you feel every time when you meet somebody? Doctor, yes. Whenever I have to meet somebody, I feel like this. Your case is going to be opened. Now it's on you. Are you able to observe it or miss it? Simple. Aphorism number 90 footnote. How the patient behave during your visit. Then, shaking of the hand. Whole hand is wet with perspiration. I got one case. And I will definitely show the picture if I will find out. I put into the group. Whole hand is wet, fully wet. And it's minus 35 degree temperature here. Wet hand, fully wet. And when you touch the hand, it will feel like that you touch the cotton, it's so much soft. This is the part where you have to note down. If you miss one thing, we will not get the remedy. And one very important thing, many times patients comes to you and you feel like that. Doctor says, doctor, I didn't observe on such thing. I don't know why and how this happened. I don't know how this developed to me. And Dr. Hahnemann says in aphorism number 5, or if the patient doesn't have characteristics, no, it says doesn't have characteristic, leave that. We don't need to take these symptoms. Characteristic, if they are not characteristic, we don't need to take these symptoms. Everything should be characteristic. So, second, when you shake the hand, once we shake the hand and we see the hand. Mostly when somebody touch our hand, we have a habit to see the hand, see the nails. See the nails. Nails may be small, maybe long, maybe there is ridges, maybe they are shining, maybe quality, color and shape of the nails. And if you have a pen and copy, write it down. Arsenic having a transfer ridge. Transfer ridge, very important for prescribing. Transfer ridge. So now we have a.
I didn't understand what you said.
This is when you see the nails, you will have fine lines on the nails. It gives us information. Yes. Characteristic. When journals having peculiarities attached, until and unless they are fully described, having a characteristic, modalities, everything attached, they become characteristic. They become characteristic. Third thing, we are behaving like a observer. We are just observing. We are not asking anything. We just observe. We observe the hand, we observe the nails, and after that, adjustment of the patient with the atmosphere and temperature of the chamber. We have a chamber, we have a windows, we have a gate. Sometimes patients come, doctor, no, don't close that door. I cannot sit. Don't close that door. Open the windows. Doctor, oh my goodness, your AC is too much. Can you stop it? Can you switch off the AC? Can you switch off the fan? Temperature is not that much high, but patient feel very chilly. how that patient is adjusting himself during that visit, fan, air condition, closed room, open window, desire for open air. I just want, doctor, I cannot sit into the closed room. I just want to open that door. Observation give you hint. And these things comes when we are focusing on things. We are just observing. We are not asking anything yet. Then, demand window open or closed. One thing. Fan on or off. You have an air condition, 20-degree temperature, and patient come inside. Oh, doctor, can you start the fan? I'm not feeling good. Hot patient. In 20-degree temperature, where you feel that I feel something cold, the patient come and said, just start the fan. I love to sit in the fan. And most of these features can be observed when the patients come into the consulting room. This is the observations. For example, whether he comes overclaid or underclaid, demands of fan, or even in winter evening or off in hot seasons, and so on. This is normal. If somebody it's winter time and the patient wearing the jackets and says, "Oh, you feel cold?" No, this is common thing. That's why understanding the common thing give you a hint about what is uncommon. And I see one patient here. Minus 35-degree temperature. Snowing everywhere, and that person is in half sleeve and short. When I ask him, you don't feel any cold? No, man, I am like this every time. And you feel that minus 35-degree temperature when your whole hand can be freeze in that temperature. And he is feeling half short, half sleeve. Nothing happened. This is characteristic. Very characteristic. Any order, patient comes to you, smelling, give you a hint. And if you get this hint, don't leave that hint. If you leave it, you will never get this exact remedy. That's why dogs having a very sharp nose, we have to develop this ability from inside, because every smell give you a hint. What is uncommon? How the medicine showing their order. Smelling. Then attitude. Parkinson's disease attitude. Disease, pathology, depth. Just when we focusing on observation. Any form of rigidity. We are just observing. We are not asking anything yet. Observing anything, any type of rigidity. Some patient having this rigidity. Some patient are like, doctor, I feel like this. This is not closing. And some, you come like this, one-sided rigid.
finger holding on.
Yes. Lordosis, kyphosis, dictatorial, obedient, passive, active, destructive. One kid come in your clinic and throw everything. And one come in your room and he sees, oh, there is one paper. Go, pick that paper, put onto the right place, come and sit. This is the hint how that patient behave while visiting. Scratching. Scratching, book scratching, table scratching, and picking, destroying paper, pencils, all are active. You have to observe this thing. This is showing the mental condition of that patient. Patient come, sit and move his feet. Patient come and knock the table, searching out everything. And one patient come and sit. One patient come and sit. Difference. How closely? Doctor, very close. Can I sit, doctor, along with you? Can I sit there? And come to close like this. Doctor, I have this problem. If somebody says like this, doctor, I have a secretive, it means he wants that seat. Nobody wants, he don't want to show anything to anyone. Just doctor. Just doctor. And sometimes patient sit on the edge of chair. Edge. Whole chair is empty and they are sitting on the edge. And sometimes, doctor, I have that problem. First, go for investigation. We will discuss this afterward. Go for this investigation. I want to see what happened inside me. If you open repertory, light, desire. He just want to show light on what the problem inside. Okay, on the other side, here, let's go, we go for investigation and after that we will discuss this case. No, you are a doctor. See my complaint. I will not go for any investigation. If something happened, then if the laboratories, they give me any problem, then I don't want to go to any doctor, any lab or any investigation. I will not go. Take the case, give the remedy, that's it. This is very, very important. Very important. Open the repertory, light shun. He don't want to go anywhere. He don't want any investigation. He don't go any investigation. Attitude of the patient. And one patient come and he pick that much reports and put on your table. This is my report, so read it. And you will see that patient visit hundreds of doctors, hundreds of investigation, not from one lab, 10, 20 labs. Doctor, I have that eruption. This is my blood report. This is my MRI. This is my CT scan. This is my this investigation, that investigation, blood report, TLC, DLC, LFT, KFT, every single thing I have. And doctor says there is nothing inside. And why this happened? Why this happened to me? I read the books, medical books, even practice of medicine. I didn't get any answer. Tell me what is that? Why this happened to me? Hypochondriasis. Hypochondriac patient. Lots of investigation. Go here and there. They are restless and activity fruitless. They are just going here and there and gain nothing. Fruitless. Activity fruitless. No incoming. No gaining. Very important. Then patient come and visit you, and they mostly in India's they wear some covering here in around the neck. Doctor and sit most of if maybe the man or maybe the female. Behaving like this. Just watch me, everyone. I am showing you how patient behaving. If you will not seeing me, you will not get what we want to see in the patient. Like this. Doctor, hey, why are you doing? Doctor, I feel some uneasiness. Whenever something touch in my throat, I don't feel good. So I just want to open it. Very peculiar hint patient give you. If you miss it, you miss the remedy. You miss the remedy. One patient come to you, high fever, having a high fever, head cover, nose cover, face cover, whole body cover, feet having socks, then shoes. Up after that, he cover a blanket. What happened? Doctor, this patient having a fever. Why is so covering so much? Doctor, he feel very cold. He don't want to put anything out. Even if he has a fever, if have a chill, if have a perspiration, never. He is not want to uncover. Patient give you characteristic hint. Observation is because you guys only observe if you know. And if you don't know anything, we will not observe. And Dr. Perry Smith, very good physician, he says, you can only see what your brain knows. And if your brain does not recognize anything, your eyes will not observe. So that's why every moment of the patient, how he behaved. Because if we know normal, if only we can differentiate with abnormality. Then one patient come One patient come and the whole dress is pressed up. Nighty shoes, fully polished. Dressing sense is perfect. Even a single hair is not here and there. Very clean, very neat. And sit like a gentleman. He always like this? Yes, sir. Morning, he take the shower, take very press. Even if something's happened to the shirt, he will press it again. It should be straight. Very important. Dressing sense. Dressing, neatness, cleanness, color, expression, or casual, traditional, unorthodox, peculiar, and careless. The head is having a different color, shirt having different color, pant having different color, shoe having different color, socks having different color. Doctor, I don't care. Who want to see me? I'm just covering my head. That's enough. I don't care what I'm wearing. Never. Very peculiar. Not everyone is behaving like this. Doctor, until and unless I match my everything, I never go in front of anyone. Never. One day, I visit one person's house and I have to see one patient. When I enter, one lady run out. She was sitting on the chair. When she see me, she run out upstairs. And when I see her, she wear a night suit, having the whole hair was messed up, and when she come out, every whole makeup, whole hair was tight, very matched jewelry, everything is perfect. And that time, I think 8 o'clock in the evening. This is strange. When they are going for dinner or they are going to sleep, she wear a good clothes, everything perfect, and come downstairs. This will show you hint. This is important. Then body language when explaining the symptom. Oh, doctor, I feel like these symptoms are always disturbing me. Oh, doctor, I have this problem from last many years, and I never feel any doctor who treat me to understand me. Never. I see so many doctors, hundreds of doctors, but nobody understand me. I don't think somebody understand my depth of my my symptoms, my disease. Oh, doctor, what I want to say, I never feel good. I don't want to tell any symptom because I'm so much tired. Okay, what is your problem? One patient will say, ask doctor. You are the doctor. You ask me what I say, what I told you. Do you have a problem? That's why I'm here. If I have a problem, then I see you. That's why I'm here. And tell me your problem. Ask. You ask what you want to ask. Very important. If you open the repertory, and the rubric was in coordination. he or she may be not understanding what you want from him or her. So this is few information I just share with you. I think so many few are tired and few are messaging me how much long it is. And so last, I just want to share one case. Very, very important and very interesting. This was a 40-year-old male. This is a case of premature ejaculation, and that person is suffering from it from last 25 years. And that patient is very craving for sweet, and even though there is good erections, but the act is premature in less than 5 seconds. Less than 5 seconds or maximum 10 seconds. I try many remedies in this case. First, as his behavior was very strange, but when he visit, he says, "Doctor, I have this problem, but I didn't discuss with many of the doctor. I didn't visit any doctors before, but now this problem is so much aggravating, so much increased. So I decided to take medicine of it. I try many. I read lots of Ayurvedic material. I tried this, but I didn't get any results. I have this problem last 25 years, but now it is increasing. So I just decided to go for treatment." And in history, there is a history of masturbation. There is a history of multiple female involvement. And he has mild gonorrhea before, and he didn't take any treatment of it. That slowly it is resolved itself, and after that he didn't take any treatment. And if you guys read lesser writing of Hahnemann, the first 697 aphorisms of lesser writings, and then you can understand what is mild gonorrhea and what are the symptoms of it, how how these symptoms behave. This only understand. And I feel that this is gonorrhea. So first visit, I prescribed him lycopodium. No results. After that, he visit me again and says, "Doctor, before I don't have that much problem, but now that problem is go beyond my capacity, and I just want to take medicines. Indifference and fear extra vengeance, I prescribe opium, failed. No results." Then one day, a month before, he gave me a very strange thing. He says, "Doctor, I don't know it is good for you or not. Whenever I take shower, I pass the urine. Whenever I take shower, I pass the urine." This is very strange, and I ask him, "Is it any dog biting?" Yes. When he says, "When I was 10-year-old, I visit somebody house in neighbor's house, and they have a dog, and that dog bite me on my hand." And after, now he was 40-year-old, almost 37 years back. And till now, having the same symptom, whenever he shower, pass the urine. Pass the urine. Even when he visit any seashore, the sound of that water disturbing him, and he has urge to go for urination. Even doctor, when I enter into the water, I feel the same thing. And this is very peculiar, very, very peculiar. And if you have a keynotes, open it, listen. And one very important, don't try to find what is written in the book. Focus on what patient give you. Presenting state. If you try this, that, open questions, it will maybe give you a wrong information. But what you have, this is very peculiar. And sight, first line, listen. The sight or sound of running water. What happened in shower? The water is running. What he produced? He produced the sound. Running water sound. And pouring water aggravate the complaint. Bold letters. Very, very characteristic. Bold letter characteristic. And second, constant desire to urinate on seeing running water. Having two more remedies, cantharis and sulfur. Urine, scanty, cloudy, contain sugar. This is a separate part. That person is not diabetic. I got two very peculiar things. One, sound of that running water. Sound of that running water aggravate the complaint. Whenever he sounded, he feel to pass the urine. And having a history of dog bite, I prescribe Lysin 200. And it magically act. Magically act. And he feel that, doctor, I feel that the whole lower limb is much stronger before. I feel like this. And his problem is much better than before. Much better than before. Still, he was under my treatment, but I failed 5-6 times just finding out what is characteristic in that patient. So, keynotes, very important. Keynote. And there is not a one keynote. And most of us, we know that we have Allen's keynote. So we have lots of keynotes, so many people who write it down about the keynotes. And keynotes, what Hahnemann wants to say, any case, peculiar, characteristic, uncommon symptom, we have to find out. So this is a small case, and this is all about today. I would like to thank every single person who sit and listen, And thank you so much, Dr. Session. And we will definitely take one session from you. So everyone here who just want to discuss homeopathy, especially organon of medicine, we will discussing organon, and we definitely it help us in our practice. And I feel that if somebody only read Hahnemann, he don't need to read anyone. That much observation, that much these books help us in our daily routine practice. So thank you so much, everyone. So we will see you again next time, and tomorrow we will go for repertory. And I will tell you again, until and unless we don't understand the rubrics, we will not able to apply it. I will go for alphabet A, every single one, every single rubric, how that rubric behave and how that rubric act in front of you. So we can observe, we can increase our observing power, how the patient behaving. If we go through every time, every single rubric and patient in front of us, we have to just match it and write it down. That's why understanding the meaning of rubrics is very important for us. Nowadays, we need to understand it. We have to understand, we have to explore our knowledge. So tomorrow, same time, 9:30, we will going to start rubric class. Every single rubric, we will go through it, and you can take the advantage of it if anyone wants to join. Thank you so much. See you guys. Bye.
Rick.
Thank you.